Hell yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Welcome in, everybody. We're just going to be doing a little debugging this evening. I kind of refactored the whole code base here. I changed how one of my classes works. My LERP class, and pretty much every other class touches that one or has that as a member. So I've, over the last day, just been going through and kind of recompiling everything and fixing the bugs as they come. So it's still a little bit buggy. Hell yeah, working tonight. Fuck yeah, dude's hanging good. How's it hanging over there? Good to see you, man. Let's get a shout out. Shout out for Caleb. Excuse me. Have a team meeting for a shoot tomorrow. Hell yeah, dude. What kind of shoot? What kind of you a photographer? Video person? Pretty good. Fuck yeah, video. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. What's the shoot? Music video? Fucking allergies. I think I've developed allergies in my later life. Okay, let me get some oh, you know what? I gotta do this. I gotta get this chat popped out here. Fuck yeah, dude. When do you guys... It's June, right? Is the next run? Let's pop this one out. There we go. Okie doke. What was I going to do? There was something... Oh yeah. Get the background music going. First location shoot outside of Nashville. Down in the hotel lobby, have a meeting of the minds. Fucking A, buddy. That's awesome. Background music for live streaming. Let's see if this one dings me. Okay, I hate it already. Skip forward a bit. Into a rippling heap of muscle glory. Krush coming in with the sub. How are you doing, Krush? Good to see you, bro. Priscilla, good to see you. Welcome in. What lobby, dude? I've been to Nashville many times. There's a hotel. I think we always stay at the Virgin Hotel, and it's actually a super nice hotel. Man, anytime I put the background music on YouTube, it fucking gets all choppy and dickered. There we go. Good to see you too, man. Keep the chat running just in case. Hell yeah, we'll have a good meeting. Hope you come up with some good shit. Favorite place to ride your bike? Hell yeah. Okay, I don't like this background music. It sucks. Let's try this one. Bluebird, yeah, been to the Bluebird. Hell yeah. Yeah, Nashville's fun. I've always had fun. I'm not a big fan of Broadway. It's not really my scene, not really my thing, but it's a fun city to be in. There we go. You is it like a motorbike or like a pedal bike? Okay, let's get going here. So basically everything's a little bit broken right now, which is what happens when you refactor. Excuse me. On a bicycle, dude, that's awesome. So let's go here. Let's just try and rebuild it. You ride a lot? Dude, that's sick, man. Oh, yeah, I think you were saying you do triathlons and shit, right? Sensory overload, yeah. Yeah. Like that Broadway area for sure. But 2 to 5 times a week, 20 to 60 miles. Dude, that's so sick. That's awesome, dude. Okay, so right now, what's going on is these rectangles at the bottom aren't drawing, and also this track isn't getting moved into the proper place. I changed how my LERP class works, and it just fucking broke everything, because pretty much every other class like has LERPs as a member. So but it's we're getting close here. I'm gonna piss everybody off with my favorite color scheme here. Light mode time, baby. Woo! Sean B. Beats. Yeah, we love Sean around here. I am still in the Dead South. I'm not on tour right now. I got back surgery, so I've been off tour healing up from the back surgery, but hell yeah, man. House of the Rising Sun. That's an old one too. Like, I think we recorded that when we were like a year or two into the band. She blinds you. She blinds you. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, brother, man. I love it. Isn't it nice? So you know what though? I've been thinking about why I liked this light mode more, because I actually found it was weird. I'd be using light mode all day, and it would be back when able. Hell yeah, dude, sounds good. And like my eyes were less tired than when I was using dark mode, and I had a bunch of different color like dark modes that I was using. Like I used this one a lot. And I was using, like this one. And it dawned on me, finally, that so many of these dark modes, they use bold text. And there's something about the bold text, like the bright white bold text on the dark background that just like, I don't know, it like I don't know how to explain it. It makes them just like pop out a little more in like a weird way. It like blurs them a little more maybe. And then I realized that this one doesn't use bold. Like it uses bold very sparingly. It's like the switch label is bold, the case label is bold, brake is bold. But everything else is not bold. It's just like this nice thin. So I was hunting yesterday for a dark mode color scheme that didn't have everything in bold, and I did find one. I gotta go here. Background. And I like this one a lot. This one hurts my eyes way less than this one, for example. I don't know. Yeah, we do actually. That's perfect, Priscilla. So I do actually quite like this dark mode one. However, when I'm streaming and I got this bright ring light shining in my face, I like this one. Did the view from the rear work? Cool white lights in the house? No, actually, I hate that. I'm a big soft light guy, man. Review worked? Hell yeah. I'm a big old fan of soft lighting. Showing your wife the setup? Hell yeah, dude. It's pretty good. Pretty good in here. Serial killer behavior. Yeah, light mode is serial killer behavior. Anytime I see like a Twitter screenshot that's light mode, I'm like, what are you, fucking insane? But there is something about that bold white lettering on the black when you're looking at it all day. It was actually fucking straining my eyes more than this shit was. Caleb, you have a good one, my dude. All right. So right now, something is going on in this bottom rectangle here, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. I was just checking. It seems like I'm just reformatting everything here. It seems like the rectangles are being created properly. Whoops. And they're being put in the right spot. The position's all correct. So something is happening in one of the draw calls. I don't know if it's the... Whoops. I don't know if it is the actual drawing code on the rectangle itself, or if it's the draw in here, but I think I just tested this out. Try HP Rects. Draw each one. Yeah, so I was just checking the Y position. The Y position is correct. The X positions are all correct. There were like a couple of flags and stuff I was checking. I just have I'm not exactly sure. Should draw HP Rex is true. I did check this. So I wonder, oh yeah, is it this max HP maybe? Let's check that. Max HP is 18. That's what it should be. Am I like, recalling draw there? So we get our sound, we got our reverb sound, do the start position and end position. This is all working properly. It draws at the right spot. Bottom battle rec.update. Am I calling that? Yeah, bottom rect is being updated every frame. Update reveal. I wonder, maybe it's this one. This one's working properly because we're getting the sound, and the sounds are changing pitch. And we get the ding, so that's being called properly. This is all end of the battle stuff. Uwain, welcome on in. I am. I sure am. And I also make games, working on a game right now, but I just did a refactor the last day or two here, and I got this bug that I just cannot. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's got the right number of rectangles. The positions are all proper. The flag that is set for them to draw is set. It's not actually drawing a texture. It's just using Raylib's like primitive rectangle drawing functions. So it's not like a texture isn't being loaded or something. Let's see. I'm gonna not draw the I'm not gonna draw the rectangle. Like maybe for some weird reason they're being drawn behind the rectangle. This isn't Spaceman, no, but you can get Spaceman on Steam. Okay, they don't see, they're not getting drawn there. Man, this is so bizarre. It's such a weird bug. I'm wondering if like I have something just set somewhere. Like man, this is the problem with big refactors is like something's always broken after. And I wonder if I made some like did some like garbage, like I have some garbage data that's being read from somewhere. But it's just weird that all of the flags and all the variables seem to be right. I mean, obviously something isn't, but so let's go through these here and see. So we're giving it a sound. We're giving it the reverb sound. We create a moving rectangle, start position, end position, dimensions, and move time. We set the max HP, which we already checked is correct. Number of Rex revealed starts at 0. Reveal timer starts at 0. I think that's correct, right? Because we increase it until it gets to the proper interval, and then we set it back to 0, so that works. Move timer? What's this? What's move timer? Oh, that's for when they're moving at the end of the battle, so that's not relevant at the moment. Rect to move, that's also for the end. Total Rex to move. Determined Rex to move, that's for pitch starts at 0.5. Put that up there. Should draw HP Rex is true. I checked that at runtime. It's also true. Draw HP Rex. Let's check out Rex revealed. Kevin, what's up, dude? Arcs revealed is 0. Roop goes up to 18. That's exactly how it should be. I got no fucking clue. Like the vibes of Spaceman might break your unemployed budget and try it out. Hell yeah. Well, it is quite cheap. It's only $2. It's very short. $2 very short. If you like it, please leave a review. Try to get to that 50 reviews. Competed this weekend. Gold, gi, double gold, and no-gi. Dude, holy shit. Dude. 7 matches, not a single pointer advantage. Man. Hell yeah. I appreciate that very much. Dude, that's amazing, man. Fuck yeah, dude. What comp was it? Was it an IBJJF? Okay, so what is going wrong here? You Wayne, I very much appreciate that. Definitely want to follow the game dev in the future. Hell yeah. Well, I stream Monday to Friday. You can check the schedule there. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I stream at noon my time. And then Tuesday, Thursday at 6 p.m. my time. 23 people. Holy fuck, dude. Every single person hit the podium. Dude, just a bunch of killers. Dude, that's fucking sick, man. Congrats. Stoked for you. Stoked for you and your boys. Okay, where's this bug coming from? Should draw HP Rex. Let's just print this. Like, I think I checked this already. We'll just put drawing HP Rex. So if this prints, then that means that our flag is true, which it should be. Drawing HP Rex. Man, what the hell is going on here? At this point, I'm wondering, it almost seems like it's got to be like a memory bug. Because I can't see anything in here. Battle box, let's check battle box. So bottom rec.draw, I mean, that's about as simple as it gets. So that this is being called. It's obviously being called because it's drawing the big rectangle. So the problem isn't there. Add square, remove square. That's returning true because it goes to the battle state. Doesn't have anything to do with that. I thought maybe the constructor was fucked, but the constructor's fine because we're getting the proper HP. The constructor just wants an int, which is HP, which we're giving to it. That's fine. We're updating it every frame. We're calling update rect when we need to. We're revealing the rectangles when we need to. This is returning true because it wouldn't start the battle if it wasn't. And then this is for the end of the battle. Okay, I'm gonna try something different here. Let's I'm gonna just try and draw an HP rect. Let's call this test rect. And we'll set it in the constructor. So then test rect is going to be an HP rect. We'll just give it a position. We'll just give it do this. What are you bitching about? Expected, what was it? Expected unqualified ID. Do I not have utils? No, I do. Oh yeah, I need a name. Derp. Let's call it pause. Yeah, static fucking cast. Static cast. Float. Okay, and then we'll make our little test rect. We'll give it, what does it need? Just needs a position and it needs a width. Pause and then width, let's, I don't know, 50, 40, sure, whatever. Oops. Okay, and then in draw, I'm just gonna draw after everything else. I'm just gonna go test rect dot draw. Y offset. Yeah, it's fine. So let's see if it draws this. Okay, it's not. Man, this is one of the weirdest bugs. If I just draw a rectangle, let's just draw a green rectangle in the middle of the screen. Width. Let's go 100, 100. Green rectangle. What's up, Magnus? How you doing, dude? Okay, so it's drawing that, man. What the hell is going on here? So there's something must be wrong with the actual HP rect drawing code. Let's go here. HP rect active. Okay, we're on to something here. So this isn't happening. So it's in the wrong state. Let me just print. Let's do this. HP rect draw call. See if this function's even being called at all. Could be that. Oh shit. Sean Bede's coming in. Holy piss. What's happening, everybody? How are we doing? Magnus, good to see you. Sean, thank you for the raid, my dude. Sid Squadron. Let's go. Welcome on in, Raiders. How are we doing? My name is Colton. I play in a band called The Dead South. And I make games. We're doing a little game dev tonight. Everybody follow Sean. Sean's a good friend of the channel here. How's your stream, dude? It's got to be late over there, hey? We fly daily. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? We're doing a little debugging right now. I refactored a large part of my code base over the last day here, and now it's everything's broken. So we doing some debugging. We fly daily. Thank you very much. You went out on in hell? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome. What did you play? Did you play anything good? Okay, so let's see if this draw call is even happening. Okay, so that is being drawn, but it's not in the active state. So I think that's what's going on. So let's find our hprec.h file. See, we're setting this state to active by default, unless I have do I have a typo in here? No, it would tell me if I had a typo. Doll Imposters and Ovation. I want to check these out. Three stream streak. We got a streaker. We love a streaker around here. Doll Imposters. Okay, this looks sweet. Oh, hell yeah. That's fucking creepy. Ah! Yeah, okay. I'm gonna throw this on the wish list. Find out which one's the imposter by clues. Oh, dude, this looks creepy and awesome. Yo, what up, Grumpy? How you doing? We're working on some debugging. I think we're getting close. I refactored a bunch of shit, and so everything's broken right now. Okay, that looks awesome. That one's on the wish list. One of these days, I want to do some more gaming on stream. I've just been so locked into the game dev stuff that I've been spending all my like gaming time. Although I did start Silksong, not last night, but the night before, and fuck, I love it already. It's so good. Oh my god. Okay, Ovation. This looks cool too. Ooh. Do it while I like it exactly. I'm writing out the like motivation, right? At a certain point, I'll be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it today. That's when we'll just play some games for a week or something.
Part of my job, you know? Although, yeah, it did happen there. It's gonna feel strange being back, but I'll manage. Don't worry. All right.
I love this type of game.
Checklist. Make sure everything's ready, and they'll give you a call once I'm done.
Gotta set up a gig, but things start happening. Ooh, dude, I would probably relate to this one. Okay, I don't want to watch anymore because I don't want spoilers, but this looks fucking sick. This looks right up my alley too. Boom. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Big ups, my dude, my man, my dude. Not too long. Fuck yeah. We're in the golden age of indies, dude. I'm waiting for Jonathan Blow's new game. Yes, it's late, almost 3 a.m. Hell yeah. Will you get out of here if you have to, man? I appreciate the raid. Man, I cannot fucking wait for Jonathan Blow's new game. It's supposed to come out this year, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it got pushed back another year. But fuck, that's the game I'm the most looking forward to by a mile. What game is that? It's called The Order of the Sinking Star. Excuse me. It give PM, still have not had the meeting. Damn, dude. What was I showing you? Oh yeah, Order of the Sinking Star, this game. So I don't know if you ever played Braid or The Witness. They're two of my they both make the top 10 for sure. Like they might even both make my top 5. And he's been working on this game. So Jonathan Blow is like, he's hilarious. He's like my favorite game dev ever. He's so funny, but he's just like, he's like a true artist and a true like perfectionist and like master at not only like game design, but just like programming and like software in general. So for this game, so his last game, The Witness, came out in 2012, maybe, or something. Maybe a little later than that. But he has been working on this game for 10 years, and he made his own programming language for the game, a compiler for the language, and an engine in the language. And then this game is sort of the like proof of concept for his like new language and compiler and engine. But Braid might even be better than The Witness. But The Witness is like fucking unreal too. But they're like super, super hard mind-bendy puzzle games. So this is a new one. And like the trailer, I already know that the trailer is not going to do the game justice, because the thing with Jonathan Blow's games is there's always so much there's so much stuff packed into the game that's not immediately obvious that you could even finish the entire game without realizing. Like there's like hidden layers of shit, and like I don't even really know how to explain it. But so anyways, what I'm getting at is the trailer might not be the most exciting trailer, but I know the game's going to be fucking insane.
Can you charm that goblin?
Not good at those, dude. It's my favorite type of game, puzzle games.
East, the Mirror Isles.
Will the mirrors repair my soul? Will I pass the test?
West, endless caverns, beams of light.
Nobody else could get this old mine suit working, so all the rewards go to me.
Skipping stones to lonely homes.
I'm close to the treasure. Just a few more minutes.
If you don't get back before that storm hits, we're both dead.
Fuse and grow. We will it so.
Who are you? And what are these? Beams.
They're very useful. Watch this.
And I think he hired a bunch of people who have made like some of my favorite puzzle games in the last couple of years to help him make this. Like Patrick's Parabox is a really cool puzzle game. I know he was on this game. Who else? There was a couple other guys.
Weaves the very laws of nature into a composite whole. The result surprises me constantly.
He just got like a who's who of like unreal puzzle designers together. But I know that it's gonna be, there's 1,000 puzzles in the game. He says he thinks it's the biggest puzzle game ever made by like, it's not even close. Oh, Steven's Sausage Roll. That's one of the greatest puzzle games ever. I think he had him design it. But it's gonna be one of those things where like I just know that it's going to be like, oh, it's like, okay, you push the puzzles around and then you do this and then you do that. But it's all going to be like connected somehow. Like it's going to fucking blow your mind. I like that. I want to talk about The Witness and Braid, but I don't really because I don't want to spoil these games for people who haven't played them because there's so like there's these moments in his games. There's moments in Jonathan Blow's games that you just don't get playing any other game. You have these moments of these like epiphanies where you're just like, holy fuck, like the whole game, everything about it is like actually kind of different than I thought. But it's like it's not like a plot point, like, oh, in the start of the third act, there's a big twist. It's just like the information's there for the player the entire time, and you just notice it whenever you notice it, kind of a thing. It's fucking crazy. Diane, good to see you. Welcome on in. 23 months or 35 months. Let's go. Yeah, Braid or The Witness. Which one are you talking about there? They're both fucking amazing. So this is The Witness. So in this game, you're walking around an island and there's these like iPad things and you got to solve these puzzles. But this is the best designed 3D world ever designed for a video game, hands down. Nothing even comes close. The Witness, yeah, dude, it's so fucking good. I should really play it again. Oh, man, it's just like I can't even can't even explain. So 2016, yeah. So he's been working on this new game since 2016. And then Braid is just the ending of Braid is Braid, Outer Wilds, and Inscription probably have my 3 favorite endings ever. It is intimidating, but it's like if I can fucking do it, you can do it. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, anyways. Quick plug.
How fast do you have to be to play the new Spaceman?
Play this one too for only $2, baby. Oh, we got another review. Let's check it. Where's the Awesomes? No, I think February 19th. Southpaw. Where's the newest one? Review type. April 22nd. Oh, it might be Matt. Matt might be the newest one. What's today? The 28th. That might be the newest one. Hell yeah. Matt, thank you very much. Proggy was April 6th. Yeah, so Matt's number 11. Let's go, buddy. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Favorite games you played is The Midnight Walk. Let's check it out.
Spaceman, now available. Dreadful was the day when the sun vanished.
Ooh, this looks cool.
Dried up, birds went quiet.
Solo, my man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
Itself seeped unchecked into the work table. The night that followed would be long. As long as the midnight walk.
How could this happen?
Ooh, is this like a stop motion?
The flame burns with a passion.
What is the dark?
Dude, that's fucking cool.
Is it a place for fools lost in the woods?
This little flame, keep them nurtured and safe through the rain.
Claymation stop motion. Dude, I love it.
Mountain.
This looks sick, man. I love the art. Yeah, creepy yet whimsical. Okay, fuck yeah. That one's going on the wish list as well. Booyah. Okay, there's another one that I played. What was it called? The something machine. The Dream Machine? The Dream Machine. This one was really cool too. It's also like stop motion. Everything's stop motion animated. I know. So many fucking games to play. And I'm not even gaming these days, man. I'm just coding. This one was also really good. If you're into like the old 90s point and clicks, it was really similar to that, but just with a really neat stop motion style. It's another game I want to make at some point. It's like a room escape or a point and click. I love these types of games. Gerda, good morning. Damn, you must be up early. Anyways, that's a fantastic game too. Fuck, I love video games, man. Jesus, it's so good. It's the best. It's my favorite medium. All right, let's get back to this because I think before I had an idea of what might be going on. Right, it's something to do with this, I want to say. Excuse me. If is done return, I'll bet you this might have something to do with it. Return state equals done. So let's print the state of these guys here. So if this doesn't print at all, then we know that this function isn't even running. But I have a feeling it will run. Let's see what we get here. Just got a goal. Hell yeah. Okay, state is 4. That's what's going on. Okay, so it's getting set to state done. Now, why would that be? State is being set to HP rect state active. Set it active. Here we go. Okay, that's just returning, so this must be getting called somewhere, this set done. Interesting. It's not being called anywhere. So I wonder why. So position. Position, width, and scale. If is done, return. So that's what's happening. Update, update. Oh, you know what? Here we go. If xlerp is finished, this is why. This is what's going on. Because I changed the way the lerp works, this is returning true immediately. So, yeah, because we set them... I set them as... Okay. The new way my lerp works is that I set it to finished by default, just in case I don't want to trigger it immediately. So that's what's happening. It's detecting that they're all finished, but they actually haven't started. So then it's setting it to that done state. So how can we... How was I doing this before with the lerps? Was I using optionals? All healthy. Last year you got a blind one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so really what I just need is... Honestly, the easiest way to do this would just be this. We'll go bool. Because these I only need them at the very end. So we'll just say end lerps triggered. We'll set it to false. And we'll just do this. We'll say if... I could just do this. If not, end lerps triggered. Triggered. We'll just return. Wait, what happened there? Whoop. If yeah, end lerps triggered, or if not end lerps triggered, we'll just do an early return there. And then yeah, that'll be good. And then we won't set that until we... Yeah, here, when we do trigger movement, we'll set end lerps triggered to true. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Oh, I'll do clean build here. Meeting not starting until 9:30 Eastern, and it is currently 9 Eastern. Welcome back, my dude. Are you actually going to the hotel? Or are you just doing it on Zoom? What the hell still? What the fuck? If not, end lerps... Oh wait, no, yeah, I'm an idiot. Wait, if not end lerps triggered, return. End lerps triggered is false, so this it should be returning, so this shouldn't be happening here. Let's see. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so I was wrong. What? What the fuck, man? What is going on here? This is one of the trickiest bugs I've had in a long time. I just have no fucking clue what's going on. Okay, so that time it did, but the weird thing damn, dude, this one is mystifying. Okay, so let's once again set. Okay, so now we're putting that guard in there. So let's walk through this. So if is done, we just bail on the thing. Is done should be false, at least for the very first frame, because we set our state to be active by default. So we rip through, we update this lerp, we update that lerp. We update this one. We set the position and the scale based on the lerp values. And then we get the hell out of there. None of this should run. And this is the only place that this function is called, is right here. It's not called anywhere else in the code base. And that's what sets these things to the done state. So let's print that state again. Maybe for some reason it's still getting... Maybe somehow it's still getting set somewhere. State is 0. Okay, so the state is correct now. Okay, let's print this. Active state. Fuck. It's okay. So we're in the active state. So this is being called. Man, what the hell's going on? HP rect. So this is happening. This draw call is happening. Huh. I'm bamboozled. Oh yeah. Okay. So the Y position is changing every frame. It's going between, looks like +6 and -6. One of them is right where it should be at 360. Okay, here they all come. They're all coming from the top corner there. So they're all being drawn somewhere up here. Okay. So where is position being set? Position becomes position. Okay, let's go to Autumn Battle Wrecked. Man, this is a sneaky bug, baby. This is a crazy one. So now I swear to God, I tested this right before the stream, but let's test this again. I made sure that the X and Y positions were right. Okay, so we're gonna print X, Y, and then width. X, X, Y, and rect width. XX is, all right, what are you complaining about? Double, but argument has type int. XX is an int. Okay, it's gonna be the same thing for these. Okay, shit, I fucked up. I got to go back to this one. Where are we here? Okay. Okay, so these are all, yeah, so these positions are all, this is correct. Okay, so oh yeah, I see. Here we go. Put this up here. All right, let's see. There it is. All right. There it is. Okay, so now this is I changed the way the lerps work, and it did fix some things, but it is a little weird though, because I keep having to add these booleans everywhere, these little flags, but this, you know, should be okay actually. Okay, I want to get rid of that that green rectangle we're drawing. All right. Okay, so then the other thing that's happening, that warble is hitting right off the hop for some reason. And then also the track and the notes aren't being drawn. Okay, well, we got the bottom thing going. All 5 in the location of the city. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Okay, so the next thing, what was the next thing? The warble hitting right off the bat. So that happens as soon as the battle actually starts. So I think that might be in here somewhere. All right, mod timer, I bet you it's this right here. Yes, I remember this. I remember this because I did this kind of in a weird way initially, and then I had a mental note to clean this up. So. Mod timer increases if mod timer is less than or equal to modulation time. Then we modulate. Otherwise, we just set it back. We set the pitch. I guess we could just kind of set it to something crazy like 100 off the bat. It's kind of weird though. I never did download them. No, I haven't downloaded them yet. I ended up pissing around with FL Studio a little bit more that day. I was like, I can't let it fucking win. Okay, that is good. But this seems kind of weird. So if mod timer is less than or equal to modulation time, which is a half a second, or half a beat, I think. Or no, half a second. Then it's modulating, otherwise it's not. And then when I miss a note, we set our mod timer to 0. I wonder... I kind of feel like it should be at 0 by default, and then maybe we set it to... Let's try this. Let's set it to mod time. Or wait, hold on. We set it to mod time, and then we say if it's less than 0. I mean, it's kind of splitting hairs. It just seems weird to set that timer to 100 by default. It is kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, though, either way. But let's... Here. So what if we did this? So what if we did mod timer minus equals? And then we say if mod timer is less than... Say if mod timer is less than mod timer is greater than or equal to 0, then we're modulating. And then down here we set this to modulation time. And then over here, we set it to 0 by default. Oops. Let's try this. Kind of hard to explain. Explain at another point in time. Is it a snuff film? Luring some poor bastard out into the woods. Okay, that's all working. Good. All right, I like that more. That just makes a little bit more sense in my brains. So get add. We'll do a commit fix. Warble was hitting at start of battle. Okay, last thing I think to get us back to where we were. Refactors are so weird because you spend 2 days just getting your game back to where it was before you broke it. It's like, the hell's the goddamn point? I think it was a good refactor overall though. Olex, what's up, dude? Olex, I took your advice. You use another event like it back in Tennessee to explain it. Is it the event, my favorite event in Tennessee is the, what's that marathon they do in the hills there? There was a Netflix documentary about it. It's like one of my favorite sports documentaries of all time. The Barkley Marathons. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it. It's hilarious and amazing and inspiring. It's so good. Olex, it's good to see you, dude. Everybody follow Olex. I've been pissing around more with trying to what am I looking for here? Set stuff in the header, because I was having a weird thing with my lerps where I had this kind of like I had this like trigger like should start at construction or something like that. I can't remember, and it was kind of annoying to have to track it. So I figured, I was like, okay, what if all the lerp stuff was just set to defaults, and then any class that needs a lerp just has it, and then you just have instead of like a constructor, I just made like a trigger method. But the thing is that like every single class in the game pretty much has a lerp. So now I spent the last day, like yesterday after the stream and today, reworking everything. So we're getting it back up to where it needs to be. You know how it is when you refactor and everything's broken. But I think it's a good refactor. So it's forced me to go through all of my other classes and kind of clean them up a little bit and stuff, which I wanted to do anyway. So it's good. Crazy Race, just down the road from your parents. Dude, it's awesome. That movie is so good. The guy who runs it is hilarious. And yeah, that movie like makes me want to go for a 10K run more than anything else. Okay, so now something's going on with our track here because the track's not moving in. Yeah, I did that too. Lars, yeah. Yeah, I went through it and I was like, I kind of had to decide because half of my shit was still sort of written like this. And I was like, yeah, it's just kind of easier. Fuck it. Going back down to the lobby for the meeting. Hell yeah, dude. Have a good meeting. Okay, so now let's check this out. But yeah, dude, it has cleaned up the constructors big time. Some of them I still need, like, because sometimes you have instances that genuinely need different data, like when they're created, different positions or whatever. Excuse me. But it has really cleaned up the constructors. Yeah, I ended up going with the equals because it just seemed more common. Like I think pretty much every C or C++ code base I've seen uses the equals. And then I also read through the LLVM style guide or whatever, and it said the same thing. But I change my mind on this stuff all the time. And then I'll read something, I'll read more of the Tour of C++ book, and I'll be like, I should probably change it all back, you know. Yo, 5-stream streak. Another streaker. We love our streakers around here. Real challenge isn't... Yeah, I know. The syntax is like, it's such a... It really means nothing, right? Because it's totally arbitrary. Yeah, my Spaceman was about 10,000 lines of code, and it was a huge mess at the end. And I'm trying really hard with this project, even though it's like I probably didn't need to do a refactor these last few days, right? Everything was working, everything's going great. But it's like when you start to feel kind of like when you're not having as much fun going through your own code, that's always kind of like a sign that I just need to look at everything again, clean some things up, because having a pleasant code base to work with makes a huge difference. Okay, but anyways, what are we doing here? So this one, for whatever reason, is not firing. What's this? Let's get the header file here. So I think all of this shit does actually need to get set in the constructor. Dimensions will be different based on number of notes. That'll be different. This actually probably, I could probably set that to default, but for now, whatever. So I think it's something to do with this lerp again. So let's see. So position, calculate position. Or is this just... Oh yeah, it's based on the actual screen width and height though. That's why I didn't make it like a constant. So we want to keep that. Dimensions. Yeah, that is based on the number of lanes we pass into it. This could be a constant. Gonna leave it for now though. And then do we have any code in the actual constructor? We do. Right, this is where we select the texture. I don't think I need that. We add the animations in there. All right, so I think this is probably what's going on. I think I need to just trigger the lerp. So... Right, okay. How do I see... I'm gonna need to do a... Man, I use Git mostly as like a backup thing, and I rarely like go back into old commits and check things out, but that might be what we have to do here, because this needs to get... This needs to get triggered. But I don't have an ending position, or end Y. Here we go. Oh yeah, because the lerp just controls the Y position. Oh yeah, so never mind, we're good. So then I think float A will be position.y, B will be end Y, duration. Oh yeah, that'll be utils, battle rect, move time, and then lerp type ease. I think I did ease out back for these ones. Lerp type ease out back. Okay, let's see if that fixes that. Working on your own language, dude, that's crazy. That's like maybe at some point I'll get there. Oh. Okay, the only thing is those two sprites are drawing at the wrong scale. Here we go, input sprites. This should be its own function here too. Now that I think of it, it's a little too wordy. I'm not drawing a texture, so texture 2D. What is our input sprites? Animated sprites, that's what they are. Scale is 1. Okay, what's dest? Change all this shit. So where the heck? Scale is 2. Is there any, do I pass that into the constructor? Yeah, I do. So maybe, I wonder if those are supposed to be drawn at 1 scale. Where are we here? Texture, the animations, and then, right, I think scale is a default. So let's just put 1, but it was set to 1. Let's see what happens. Frying Walk, what is up? The Soul Dev, baby. Interesting. The only other sprite being... You know, let's finish the battle. I want to see if this is a problem that's happening with... happening with all the sprites. Soleil Dev, Soul Director. Yeah, exactly. I'm a solo dev. I just have a budget of 2.5 million, 50 employees. I'm an indie dev. But good to see you, Frying Walk. Welcome on in. That's not the game I'm working on. Okay, the music's not getting set. Man, it's insane how fucking broken everything is after just changing the lerps, man. Holy shit. Okay, but the only texture that's drawing at the wrong scale are those input ones. So let's see what's going on there. So why the hell? So it seems like no matter what I set it to, it's drawing at 2. It's drawing at a scale of 2. So even though I pass scale in at 1, oh, here we go. Yeah, so we set it, the default is 2 if it's not set, but I wasn't actually setting it in the constructor here. That's what's going on. So position alpha. Then do our animations, put it here. Position. Yeah, we'll go here. So we'll go scale. Scale. Okay, let's try that. Dude, I made my own lerp class, and it's so nice. Okay, that worked. Yeah, it just wasn't passing. It wasn't actually storing the scale that I was passing anywhere. Alrighty, that's another good one. Yeah, dude, because I always like most languages, C++ has like a built-in messing with the lerp, creating some derp. Hell yeah, story of my life. Most like languages have a lerp, like a math formula that'll do the lerp, but it doesn't like track the like it just gives you back a value. Like you have to track the t value on your own, you know what I mean? So it took a while for them to click how to get them to work like over a span of time. But I'll show you how mine works. Or track position not updating. So it basically just it wraps C++'s like lerp function with a bunch of different easing functions. So you give it like where you want it to start, where you want it to end, a duration, and then an easing type. So you take t has always got to be between 0 and 1. So t, you increase it by the time that like the delta time divided by whatever your full duration is, right? Clamp it at 1. And then based on the easing type, I have a value that gets returned. So you give it A, B, and T, and then you get a value back. And then my lerp has a get value method. So for example, if I want to move something from 200 Y position to 100 Y position over 0.3 seconds, I put that all into the lerp. I call the trigger method, and then I would just say like position.y equals lerp.getValue. It's easings.net, this one here. I love it. This is such a great website. I love it shows you the little dot so you can kind of see how it's going to move, how it's going to adjust that value. Program question, why not have all your attributes and methods public? It's a game you're working on, so it would make things easier. It's true, but it's easy to... it's like, it's all well and good. You could do that. There's lots of people who think that having like private, a bunch of private fields is just overkill, and then accessing those fields through public methods is like overkill. And for like a small, like if you were working on like a weekend project or something very small, I think that's true. It could even be true for like you said, I'm working on this by myself, so like I know the code base. So who the hell cares? I like having how do I put it? Sometimes you want to change the how something works internally, but not externally. If you have a public method that just exposes whatever thing that you're trying to get, like whatever value you're trying to get, like let's say you change the name of your, maybe instead of having like at the start of this project, a lot of my things had an X and a Y value, right? But Raylib has a vector2 type that I started storing all of my positions in. And I always had like a, what would it be? Like a vector2 get position method. I can change the implementation of that get position function without having to go through everywhere I call get position to change it. Does that make sense? Like that's a very simple example. Ease in, out, quint. Yeah, dude, ease in, out is nice. It makes it all feel alive. That's the common OOP approach, yeah. And there's lots of people who are anti-OOP who say just keep your shit, public and just access it that way. It's fine too. I don't know. I'm kind of like I like to learn. This is also my first C++ project, so I like to learn the rules before I break them. So I'm gonna give the OOP stuff like the old college try, and maybe I'll like it, maybe I'll hate it. But my last project I didn't write OOP. I wrote very procedural style. Everything was public, and it turned into a big fucking mess. Once I had about 10,000 lines, or even less, like 8,000 lines, and like let me see here. So let's go to something like Guy, right? So Guy has a private position, and there's nothing. Oh, actually, I guess this isn't true. I'm not using this anymore, but there's nothing in here, nothing in the public interface that allows me to set the guy's position. So if I have this weird bug where the guy's moving around, I know 100% that it's in the guy.cpp file. I know exactly where that bug is coming from because it's literally not possible for anything else to reach in and touch his position. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if every single other class can reach in and move the guy around, it could be anywhere in the whole code base. And if you have 50,000 lines of code and you have a weird movement bug, I have no clue where that bug is coming from. That would be the pro OOP argument, right? And again, if you're making a game that's 2,000 lines of code and it's going to take you a weekend, doesn't fucking matter at all, right? Just put everything public, it doesn't matter. But if you get to like, I got to a point in my last project where things weren't organized very well, and everything was able to reach into everything else's state and change it, and it can just become like a spaghetti nightmare mess. But there's lots of people who say exactly what you said. The private accesses make sense if it's an API, or I mean, some people just think private, like everything should be public. Nobody teaches non-OOP, so there's no good guide. Yeah, that's true. There are guys like, there's lots of guys who criticize it like I listen to a lot of like Ginger Bill and Casey Muratori, Jonathan Blow. So like all these guys are kind of like anti-OOP, and they're way more experienced and qualified to speak on this than me. I'm a hobbyist. I've never worked on a code base in like a professional setting or anything. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But those guys, I don't see too much like Olex said. I don't see a ton of like, okay, what's the alternative? OOP is so bad. What's better then? 8100 run ahead to redo. Yeah, exactly. Good to see you, Freezing. Everybody follow Freezing. Professional settings is all OP. Yeah, and that's probably why people hate it, right? Because like I imagine if you're like working on a code base that was started in the 80s or 90s, and it's, you know, over 4 decades has it's just so wrapped up in its own ass with all these different interfaces and stuff. Like I've never had to experience the pain of like overly engineered OOP. So I think all those criticisms are all probably valid. But personally, I like it. So far, I like it. But again, this is like, how many lines in am I? I'm maybe 5,000 lines. And this is my first C++ project. 4,000 lines, almost 5,000. Yeah, I haven't watched Handmade Hero yet. But I know a lot of people who say it's actually, you know what? I say those guys. I used Casey as an example of he doesn't really show what the alternative is. That's actually not true, because Handmade Hero, I guess, is kind of that's what that is. But I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's like, it's how you like to think about code too, right? Do it put everything in a big game state struct? Not game state. No, I do that with my resources though. So all of my resources are just in a giant struct here. All the shit that gets loaded into, like all the textures that get loaded into the GPU, all the sounds, music. I keep all that in a big struct, but I actually also like conceiving of my programs as like objects as just these little encapsulated things that they know exactly what they're supposed to do, and all I have to do is put them in the right place and turn them on at the right time. That's just how I like to think about game dev. So like I have one class which is called game, that is sort of just like the overarching game class, and then within game there is a scene, and the scene can be the overworld or the battle, right? And then within the battle scene there's like, so here's the battle. So there's a transition. This is its own class. This rectangle is its own class. This one's its own class. This is its own class, right? And then all of those are broken down into smaller and smaller classes. Personally, I like it so far, but again, I'm only 4,700 lines in. It's still new. The novelty of C++ hasn't worn off yet, so in a year, I might be going, man, fuck OOP. It's over engineered and whatever, but still doesn't matter until you write 10K plus line games. Yeah, like Freezing was saying, it was like around 8,000 lines in Spaceman. I had to do a big refactor, and even still, man, like those last 2,000 lines were a huge mess as well. Oh, baby, what do you got here? Damn, Funyuns on the burger. Let's go. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Like I'm sure if I watch it, I'll change my mind on a couple of things, because I do really like Casey. He's one of my favorites. I love watching him on the stand-up on the Primogen show. But yeah, it's interesting, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's fun, man. The like the OOP versus like procedural wars are kind of fun. I also tried writing like Lua is not a functional language, but it has some like functional style capabilities. And I wrote like a little bit of functional style stuff. Like I tried to do the whole like no mutations thing for like a little bit of the code that I wrote. And that was just kind of, I was like, okay, I got to do this. I'll do this some other time. Double cheeseburger, black pepper, white pepper, steakhouse seasoning, garlic, onion, paprika. Oh my God. Sounds fucking amazing. 5% SETI, 95% practice. Yeah, that's pretty much anything, right? You can sit here and think about this shit all day long, but it doesn't fucking matter unless you've written things, and that's how you're gonna learn what you like and what you don't like. Because I kind of drank the anti OOP Kool-Aid. I was kind of like, yeah, fuck OOP, man. Like, I'm gonna write like procedural style. I wrote the last game in Lua, which is like really lends itself to that kind of style. And in the end, I just ended up not loving it as much. But that's also just because I'm still new and I'm still learning, you know. In 5 years from now, if I were to rewrite Spaceman in procedural style, I'm sure it would be better. Okay, but anyways, what are we actually trying to do right now? Just learn assembly. Yeah, that's the real pro move, honestly. Okay, right. So that music isn't changing. Something weird's going on there. It's taking forever for that to stop. All right. Okay, we fixed that. What did I change in battle? Just get rid of that. All right. Whatever. Okay. All right, so end music is the null pointer. I think, did I set it? Yeah, set it to a null pointer by default. Okay, so end music lose or end music win. Wait, is this an error here? No, because the music's actually playing, so that's working fine. Set end music. Let's see. Oh, oops. Oh wait, hold up a sec. Wait, hold on. This is a different class. Why would BattleBox be in charge of that? BattleBox, that's set end music. Get rid of that. Dude, I wonder if that is part of the reason I was having that weird crunch bug going on. There might have been two classes playing that music at the same time. Okay, so let's do this. If this might not work actually. Let's try and music lose. Comparing pointers like this, I'm not sure if this is actually going to work, but let's just see. Well, that might not have been it, but dude, that's cool. I've never written or read any assembly. Nope, seg fault. Okay. So that's what's happening, I think. So if HP greater than 0 and music lose and music win. So I wonder if these are not being set properly. Battle lose music. Roguelike battle lose.mp3. Let's just make sure that exists. Or fuck, let's go. Okay, so it shouldn't be an actual resource problem. Does music get an ID? I don't think it does. Whoops. No. Okay, so I feel like those are probably getting loaded properly. Music win, main music. And music not set. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna have to run pretty quick. Help get the girls ready for bed. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, we're hitting that seg file. Okay, but we did get this print here, lose music. So this is where we're hitting the seg fault, I would assume. Here, let's go, let's run it with LDB. That's an interesting print. I have noticed every time I, Whenever I hit the first note, there's this weird kind of crunch. I got this warning here. Skipping cycle due to overload. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, so let's backtrace. Oh, end music finished. Ah, wait. I'm curious now why the hell I had... Because when I was refactoring, I noticed that battle box, which is kind of just those 3 rectangles in the center of the battle. I extracted that into its own class just because it was getting so long. But I noticed that that had a reference to music, and I got rid of it. Because I was like, why the hell does that matter? But maybe... I wonder if I was just... If Battlebox was peaking at Battle's music and waiting for that to be over. But that's stupid, though. It should be Battle that's telling Battlebox the music is over and not the other way around. But maybe that's how I had coded it, and maybe that's what's going on. So Battlebox 251... All right, yeah, end music finished. Yeah, here we go. Music length, end music. So yeah, I was... So why am I... Where was I calling that here? Battle... Interesting. See where this gets called. So it just gets called in Battlebox itself. All right, this is interesting. There's the function itself. If end music finished, right? Okay, then we go to there. Right, so it's just because I wanted this class to wait until that music was finished. Right, okay. I'm just gonna write this down in my to-do list, and then I gotta go. Just so I don't forget. So Battlebox is checking for music end. Battle should check this and report to Battlebox. Cool. Okay. I know what to do. I'll just say working on refactor or whatever. Hell yeah, everybody. Thank you very much. I gotta run. It's time to get the girlies ready for bed. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate it. Olex, it's always good to see you, man. Everybody follow Olex. Oh, I gotta wait 18 minutes before I give Olex another shout out. Stupid fucking shit. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, everybody. Priscilla, Auntie Dane, Olex Freezing, Frying Walk, Solo. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for that review on Steam as well. I appreciate that. We're at 11 now. Willie, anyone else who is here, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I got some, dude, we got... there's like a really, really big Ukrainian like community or like, yeah, community in Saskatchewan. And Anna's sister is a Ukrainian dancer, and they were doing like this fundraiser. There's this Ukrainian grocery store in town. They make their own sausages and pierogies and stuff. And they were doing a fundraiser, so we bought like so much sausage and pierogies. So we've been having this amazing Ukrainian, like local fresh sausage every night. Oh, fuck. Dude, it's been so good. I can't wait to eat it. We've had it the last 2 nights, and we're having it again tonight. I just can't wait. It's so good. Pierogi's so good, man. Okay, let's find somebody to raid. Let's see if we got any gamerinos. Game devers on. Who am I seeing? Waffle Dragon's on. Enjoy my sausage. Oh, I will. I'll enjoy my dinner too. You know what? Let's raid. Let's raid. Fuck, I don't even know. It's a tough one. Krush, it's good to see you, bro. Thank you. Let's raid Noises. I like Noises. He's a cool dude. Staining the whole carpet. Let's go. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. So we'll do 30 to 60 minutes of banjo practice, and then we're gonna keep rocking on the game. Everyone have a good one. Sean Beats with the raid too. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna go say hi to Noises. Feet and mushrooms up in here. Let's go. We're gonna raid Noises, and we'll see you all tomorrow or whenever I see you. Thank you.